Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to this yoga class. I literally just rolled out of bed. So I hope if you are in bed still or just next to your bed, you are ready to enjoy this yoga class. We had a beautiful sunshine this morning, and we are going to pretend we are in the park. So let's start with our class. I hope you all had a wonderful week, and then this is the best way to start the new week that we are commencing the beginning of December. Christmas is here. How did that happen so quick? Um, let's start on a sitting position. I am in a double block here, but I like sitting on just one block. So if you have a cushion or you have a block or you want to skip it all together, maybe sitting on a block or sitting on your mat or sitting on the floor if you're doing it in your bed, anything is valid. Today we are going to explore the expansion and the contraction of the body as we work, as we live, as we breathe, and understanding that in life everything is a contraction and an expansion. Before there is an expansion, we always have to contract first. And that applies in your day to day, your life, your mat, your exercise. Before any big expansion, we always have to come and contract. So let's start with our breathing. Again, contracting your lungs and then expanding them. So take a deep breath through your nose and expand your lungs. And then exhale, contracting them. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And using the normal rhythm of your breath, the normal rhythm of your lungs, imagine that you have a big circle on your chest with a very tiny dot in the middle. And as you breathe in, that little dot expands out of the center. And then on your exhale, it contracts, or the other way around. When you inhale deep, it contracts, and on your expansion, that little dot becomes big, huge, out from your heart. Inhale. Exhale, expand that little dot. Inhale. And exhale, expand that little dot, becoming a big, big circle, and expands out of your body, out of your chest, a few meters out from yourself. And continuing with this expansion and contraction at your own pace. Imagining and seeing how you expand and contract. And in your mind, let's place the intention for this class, whatever it is you are looking for, improving flexibility, moving energy, expanding your mind, expanding your body, bringing more calmness, stillness, bringing your mind to the present. Whatever that is your intention, just place it in front and allow the practice to bring it forth on your mat today as a tool for letting this day unfold and your new week unfold and your new month unfold. Blink your eyes open, inhale, hands toward the sky, and on your exhale, hands on your heart. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands towards your heart. One more time, inhale. And exhale, hands to your heart. Walk with your hands forward. Bring your knees to the floor and cross your ankles at the back. Remove the block if you were sitting on one. And have your blocks next to you if you have some, just for some help if you need it along the class. Find your tabletop. And with your hips under your knees and the top of your feet extended, we are going to start on our normal cat and cow, where we expand and contract our spine. So on your inhale, chest up, drop your belly to the ground, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, expand all your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, find your neutral position in the center. And on your inhale, extend your left leg at the back to the same height to your hip, and then bring your heels heel away and your toes looking down to the ground. Place your toes on the ground and lift your right arm in front of you. Then bring the right hand towards the ceiling. And from here, thread your arm under the left armpit, reaching away with your fingers. Inhale, open your chest to the right hand side. And on your exhale, twist your spine toward the left. So this is a mobility exercise that will improve your spinal movement. Thread, inhale, open and expand your chest. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale, thread. Inhale, hand to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Lift your left foot off the ground and then bring your knee towards your chest. Exhale, extend, drop your toes on the floor and lift your right knee a couple of inches from the floor. Return it to the floor. Lift your left toes off the ground. Bring your knee towards your chest. Stretch your left leg at the back. Drop your toes. Lift your knee towards your chest. Place it back on the ground. Bring your left knee back to center and stretch your hips down to your heels on child's pose. Return to your tabletop. At this time, stretch your right leg in the air, toes looking to the ground and heel pushing away, hips square with the floor, and drop your right toes on the floor. Lift your left arm in front of you and then bring your left hand towards the ceiling, pushing the floor away with your right hand. And on your exhale, thread your left arm under the right armpit, reaching away with your fingers. Then inhale, open your chest to the left. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand on the floor. Lift your right foot off the ground. And on your exhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Stretch it right away. Drop your toes on the floor. Lift your left knee off the ground and bring it towards your chest. Place it back on the ground. Lift your right foot. Bring your knee towards your chest. And stretch behind. Drop your toes back on the ground and lift your knee. Bring it towards your chest and bring your knee towards your nose towards your knee. Place it back on the floor and then bring back your right knee to the floor and push yourself onto a child's pose again. And remember that child pose is that pose that is always there to help you to rest, to receive you on the ground, to support you on the ground. At any time that you need to drop and pause, this is the pose that will allow you and support you on that rest. Bring yourself up onto a tabletop again. Slide your knees back and keep your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your elbows backwards and lower your chest with control. Now to the ground. Extend your arms to the back, reaching away with your fingers. Lift your feet off the ground and lift your chest off the ground. Locust pose. Exhale, bring your chest back on the ground. Place your hands above, just under the top of your rib cage. And on your inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, push yourself onto a tabletop. Curl your toes at the back and downward dog. Now pedal that downward dog, one foot at a time, one breath at a time. Pair the movement with the breath. So we wake up the hamstrings nice and slowly. We've been in the same position for a long time in bed. So we wake up in the morning feeling really tight, and this is the best way to stretch your legs. Inhale both of your heels high. Push your hips back. And on your exhale, look ahead and walk to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And in this forward fold, we are going to grab onto the opposite elbow and dangle your upper body in front of you. Feeling how the crown of your head is being pulled to the ground by the gravity. Maybe you can keep your knees bent and then slowly start stretching them. Work with your body, as I always say. Maybe moving side to side here. And then you come back to center, place your hands on the floor. Bend your right knee and then stretch your left leg. Then bend your left knee and stretch your right leg. Then bring both knees to the center and on your inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way up. And exhale, right hand next to your body, left hand towards the ceiling and across, bending towards the right hand side. Keeping the chest up. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Exhale, left hand next to your body, right hand towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, bend to the left hand side. Keeping the chest up. Inhale, both hands toward the sky. And on your exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your right foot. Lower your knee and extend the top of your foot. And let your body decide here whether you want more stability or more strength on your legs. So you want more flexibility and a bigger stretch. Inhale, hands toward the sky. It's up to you if you stay at the center contained or you want to push your hips down to the ground for more flexibility on your hips. Inhale. And on your exhale, hands to the floor, send your hips back for a half split. Toes up, maybe slide that heel forward to be more upright. Lower your toes and bring your left hand in front of your left foot. And then set here, release our pose just for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath, inhale, exhale. And on your inhale, twist your chest to the left and stretch your left arm toward the sky. Return your hand on the floor. Keep your hips back. Bring that left knee back on the floor. Curl your toes at the back. Step into plank. And then shift your weight forward or lower your knees here. And very slowly bring your chest to the floor. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes and downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. And on your exhale, step forward with your right foot. Lower your knee and extend the top of your foot. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands on the floor. Stretch your front leg. Push your hips back. Bring your toes up. Lower your toes and keep your left hand on the floor and twist toward the right hand side. Stretch your right hand toward the sky. Bring your right hand back to the floor. Curl your toes at the back. Lift your knee and then step forward with your left foot. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way up. And exhale, right hand down, left hand toward the sky. And across to the right hand side. Opening all the left hand side of your body. Inhale, both hands toward the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right hand to the ceiling and across to the left hand side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, hands to your heart. I'm gonna go for the left hand side. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, hands on the floor, step back with your left foot. Lower your knee, extend the top of your foot, and you inhale, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands to the floor, send your hips back for half a split. 3 cycles of breath here for the expansion and the stretch of that of the back leg. Through your mind, allowing the muscles to leave the tension, to stretch, to expand. One more cycle of breath here. Lower your toes, Place your left hand on the floor and twist to the right. Lift your right hand. Right hand back on the floor. And bring your right knee back. Curl your toes. Step up into plank. And from here, using your modification with your knees on the floor or chaturanga, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows and back to the ground. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes at the back and downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. And exhale, step forward with your left foot. Lower your knee and extend the top of your foot. Hands on the floor, send your hip back. Toes to the ceiling, stretch your leg. 3 more cycles of breath here. So deep through your nose, out through your mouth, deep into your nose, out through your mouth. Last inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Lower your toes. Keep your right hand on the floor. Twist your chest to the left and lift your hand toward the sky. Exhale, left hand back on the floor. Curl your toes at the back. Lift your knee and step forward with your right foot. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand to the sky and bend to the right hand side. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right hand across to the left hand side. Inhale, center, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and pause for a moment there, focusing in that contraction and expansion of your breath. Inhale, contract that little dot on your chest. And on your exhale, imagine how that dot becomes huge, expanded out of your body. Bring your toes together in the middle. And then about an inch in between your heels. Inhale, bend your knees and sit on that invisible chair. And send your hands towards the sky. Hug your tailbone just slightly. And exhale, sweep the floor. Stretch your legs. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep the floor. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your right knee towards the front. Hold it towards your chest, balancing on your left foot. Always looking at that focal point in front of you. And then release your knee, keeping it up. Release your hands, and then open your hands like an aeroplane and twist to the right hand side. Come back to the center. Hands on your heart. Send that foot back as far as you can. Toes looking down. Pushing away with your heel. Bending your right knee and landing softly your right toes on the floor. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Crescent pose. Exhale, open your body to the right for warrior two. Stacking your shoulders over your hips. Left elbow, left knee, right hand toward the sky. Come back to your warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Come back to your warrior two. Extend your front leg. Reach away with your left fingers and then drop your left hand towards your left leg and then open your chest towards the sky. Triangle pose. Pushing through your front foot, come back to center and reverse triangle. Come back to center and bend your left knee for your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the floor and then step back into plank. And again, using your modification of chaturanga or shifting all your weight forward, bending your elbows down to the ground, extend the top of your feet, and on your inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, bend, curl your toes and downward dog. Inhale, push your hips back, and on your exhale, step forward, hop or walk towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your hands all the way to the sky, toes together in the middle. And on your exhale, chair pose. Take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, sweep the floor with your hands. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come up and then lift your left knee off the ground. Grab that knee towards your chest. Balancing on your right foot this time. Feeling the connection of your foot with the ground. Then release your hands but leave your knee lifted. Expand your arms like an airplane and twist to the left hand side. Come back to center, hands towards your chest. Send that left foot back, nice and controlled. Push your heel away. Push your toes down to the ground. And then bend your right knee and land your left toes on the ground softly. And on your inhale, hands toward the sky for a crescent pose. And on your exhale, rotate your body to the left. Open for warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Come back to your center, warrior two. Stretch your front leg. Sorry, no, bend your leg. Right elbow, right knee. And then open your chest to the left, left hand to the sky. Come back to your warrior two, and this time stretch your leg. Reach over with your right fingers and drop your hand to the right leg, and then open your chest to the left and the sky. Left hand towards the sky. Pressing onto your front foot. Come back to your center and reverse triangle. Come back to your warrior two, bend that front leg and cartwheel your hands on the floor. Step back into plank, chaturanga, modification, or shift your way forward and very slowly down to the ground. If you want to do upward dog here, if it's on your practice, go for it. And downward dog from here. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. And on your exhale, knee towards your chest. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, touch. Inhale, send that foot back. And on your exhale, bring your knee towards your right knee wrist and your right foot towards the left wrist. As we said, for pigeon pose, remember that your modification for your pigeon pose will be your deer pose. Both of your knees bent with your spine nice and tall. If you are in a pigeon pose, make sure that both of your hips are parallel to the ground. Inhale, chest up. And on your exhale, bring your chest towards the ground. Pillow for your forehead with your hands, or if you want to just drop it on the floor, that's absolutely fine. If you want to put a block here. I'm going to sit here for a few breaths. And while sitting here in these quiet poses, in the stillness of the mind that evoke a pose like a pigeon pose or a sleeping swan, is where we have the time to notice what is going on in our mind, what's the conversation we have with ourselves. So it's here where I want to invite you to think what is expansion and what is contraction in my life, where I am expanding, where I am contracting. And if I am contracting, can you feel that there is a change coming where you're going to expand? What situations do you think are making you contract in order to expand? Sometimes we feel like feeling uncomfortable in certain situations is a bad thing, but that's a really good contraction, because whilst we learn the lessons, we have to contract so that the expansion can come with those lessons learned, so we can apply the lessons. to life. Same as your mat. That's the beauty of yoga. Bringing your chest up, hands to the floor, inhale, chest up. Press your hands on the floor, curl your toes at the back, and step back into plank. And from here, send your hips to the sky, downward dog. And then lifting your right leg in the air and opening your hip to the right hand side. Stretching the front of your hip, opening the leg. Maybe see if you can see. You can look at your right foot under your left armpit. Then bring that right foot back to the ground. Stay in downward dog. Push your hips back. And then you inhale, lift your left knee, your left foot off the ground. Then bring your knee towards your chest. Then send that foot back up. Then knee and elbow touch. Inhale, send it back up. And on your exhale, left knee towards left wrist, left foot towards right wrist. And then set for pigeon pose. Again, pigeon pose is not for you, then deer pose it is. Same principle. Inhale, chest up, exhale, chest down to the ground. Pillow for your forehead with your hands. Whether you are here in deer pose like I am at the moment, or stretch your leg at the back for the pigeon pose. Now, understanding that our bodies feel completely different day to day. You might find that one side is easier in pigeon pose or sleeping swan, and then the other one is not having it. And then you have to modify to your deer pose, and that's absolutely okay. You don't have to. We're not meant to feel exactly the same in the right and the left side. Okay, so connect with that wisdom of your body, with what your body is trying to tell you, and you have to modify in one side, and so be it. Allow it to be. Listening to your body, because your body talks to you all the time, but we don't listen to it. That's our problem. Because we don't listen, there is a point where your body has to do something extreme in order to grab your attention and finally be heard. So the connection with our bodies is extremely important. So tune into it, and then be gentle when you need to be gentle, and then push it when you feel like you need to, and develop that relationship, body, mind, that deep connection. A few breaths here. Bring your chest up. Inhale, chest up. Curl your toes at the back, lift your chin and step back into your downward dog. Then on your inhale, lift your left leg in the air and open your hips to the left hand side. Send your left foot towards the right and see if you can see it under your right armpit. Then bring that left foot back to the floor. Send your hips back one more time. And on your exhale, bring your knees to the ground. And from tabletop, we're going to walk your hands out, keeping your hips towards, just on top of your knees, puppy pose. Extend your hands in front of you and bring your chest towards the ground. And then shifting your weight forward, lower your hips on the ground and bringing your elbows right under your shoulders with your hands in front of you like an 11 number. Lifting your chest, keeping yourself contained in the middle of those of the elbows. So shoulder width apart. Sphinx pose. If a sphinx pose is too much for you, you can always slide your hands in front of you, and then you have the power and you have the ability to control how high you can go. So if the sphinx pose is too much for you, send your hands out and then play with the height of your back bend. So that is the most beneficial for you. And from here, press your hands on the floor, lift your elbows, and then down to the ground. Lift yourself and child pose. And then take your tabletop again, crawl to the top of the mat. Cross your ankles at the back and release yourself onto a sitting position. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, round your back and very slowly make it to the bottom of the mat. Bring your knees towards your chest, rock side to side. Press your feet flat on the ground, and from here, start lifting hands on the floor. Press the hands on the floor and start lifting your hips towards the sky for a shoulder bridge. Now you can clasp your hands at the back. Bring your feet towards yourself a little bit more. And then stand on your shoulder blades with your belly button in. And then unclasp your hands. Lower your hips nice and slowly. And contract all your body with your knees towards your chest. Your head towards your knees. Then release your feet back on the ground. Right toes towards the sky and cross your right ankle onto your left thigh. And through the middle gap, thread your right arm and then bring your left knee toward your chest. Keeping your head and shoulders relaxed on the ground. Invite that left leg towards your chest. Release the left foot on the ground and keep your right leg crossed. Aeroplane arms and drop your left knee towards the left hand side and land your right foot flat on the floor. And bring your knees back to center and cross your legs. Left toes towards the ceiling and cross your ankle on top of your right leg. Through the middle gap, thread your left arm and lift your chest to grab your right knee, right shin, and invite that leg towards your chest. Breathe deep through your nose and now through your mouth. Relaxing your head and shoulders on the ground. Release your hands and bring that right foot flat on the floor. Open your arms like an aeroplane. Drop your right knee to the right hand side and land your left foot flat on the floor. Bring your knees back to center. Back towards your chest. Give them a last squeeze. Curl your forehead to your knees. And extend your legs. Extend your hands next to your body. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Let it go and enjoy your Shavasana. Focusing on your breath and focusing in that image of a little dot in your chest, contracting as you inhale and expanding as you exhale. And through your mind, expand that dot out from your body, a few meters away from your body. my invitation is to stay in this place for as long as you want, for as long as your body is asking you for. Especially if you have a blanket on top, or your body is asking for rest. Other than that, bring your knees towards your chest, roll side to side. Place your hands behind your legs and roll yourself up into a sitting position. And from here we close this session. Inhale, hands toward the sky. And when you exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes or gaze down. And once more we're going to focus in that little dot on our chest. And as we inhale deep, that little dot contracts and becomes little, very, very little. And as we exhale, that dot expands out. Inhale, contract. And exhale, expand. And then thinking about that little dot, just have in your mind today what places I am contracting in order to expand, or what in my life need to be in contraction in order for going for an expansion. Thank you for your practice. Namaste. Thank you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will see you next week at the same time. Kisses and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.